Hello everyone, once again I am back before you. Today I have brought one more chapter for revision, and the topic of the chapter is chapter 13, Transmitting Knowledge. Before starting deep in depth of the chapter, before going into the depth of the chapter, I would like to tell you that what is the content all about which I am going to revise over here. So the chapter's theme is transmitting knowledge. In my early previous video, I have already discussed this chapter elaborately. But once again, as we are going to face our upcoming exam, so we have to be well prepared and with better preparation. So transmitting knowledge. Transmitting means the word transmitting means that to pass on. So how this topic means knowledge. I am talking about the knowledge. So whatever knowledge we have today, how did we achieve? How do we have such knowledge? How means it come? How did it come to us? So it's all about the transmission from one hand to another hand, then another hand, then so on. So it was transmitted by the people and by the written records. So now we have these knowledge of different things. So this is all about the transmitting knowledge. So before starting this chapter, I want to take you back to the ancient time when people somehow communicated with each other. They had their own way. Like today we have we have command over different languages. We are speaking numbers of language nowadays, but in olden times, in ancient times, I am talking about when there was no language, means people, those who were gathered together, those who were living in the group, they used to express their feeling, they used to communicate with each other without having any language. Then they used to communicate with each other by showing different expression, facial expression, by the hand gestures, by making different sound. So these were some method by which they could express their feeling between each other. But now we are not doing such, as we are speaking numbers of languages. Fine. So this we can say that the huge changes between the communication, and there are different ways through which we communicate: by writing, by oral speaking, by different medias we are taking help of. So communication between early humans, how did they communicate with each other? Like they made different facial expression, what I said. But apart from these, slowly when they had some knowledge, and slowly when they used to try it up with different efforts, we can say, then as we have found in the history that they used to like lit up the dried leaves, which could which been very helpful to rise up the smoke. Fine. Like see, here is a soil surface and some dried grasses are there. When after the discovery of the fire, when fire became friend of these early human beings, as they started to use the fire in different fields, in the field of cooking, to keep the wild animals away, to light up the caves for different purpose, they started the use of fire. Now to make the people gathered at one place, they used to light up the dried leaves so that it will be raising smokes, and this raising smoke was the signal for the people standing nearby to get gathered over here. Fine. So this was the system followed by the early human beings, and slowly they started to beat drums. So when they started to beat drums, it means the loud noise of the drum, that was the indicator to for the people to get at one place, standing at one place collectively. Fine. Next was that pigeons, a trained pigeon. Trained pigeon were sent to the different recipient by tying a piece of paper containing the message. Then horse messengers. Means slowly they moved toward the advanced system. But now we are not following such system what they had in the ancient time. Now we have different methods, different ways which we are using to communicate with each other. Like we kids are at your end and I am at my end, so we are communicating through this system. Fine, I am conveying my message and you are listening me, you are doing the homework, you are following the message. So this is all about the communication which we are getting through a smart system. Fine, so this is all about communication between the early human being, but slowly as time changed, that also became. Now next is oral form of transmitting knowledge. When different scripts were invented, different languages came into existence, then people in olden time, they had different system of transmitting knowledge again. Like we are getting knowledge, we are getting education in a school, a proper place where children are going with their baggages, with the notebooks and all stuffs, teachers are there. But in olden times, as there was no school system, then how did they get knowledge, how did they get education? ऐसा नहीं कि उनको education मिली ही नहीं, they were educated but in a different way. That time they had Gurukul system, and the Gurukul system, there was a one teacher standing before numbers of children, and they all were sitting under an open nature, and the form of knowledge was transmitted, was passed on to the students in an oral form. Because nowadays we have this whiteboard, this marker, this ink, this duster, and so many things we are getting in writing. But that time when paper was not in means that time when school system was not there, and so children, how did they get the knowledge? They get the knowledge by the oral system. Fine. So this was all about the Shravan and Manan process, like by listening and keeping in the mind. The word Shravan means to listen and Manan means to keep in mind. So the Shravan and Manan, both the process was followed by students. Fine. Oral form of transmitting knowledge, the Gurukul system. Written and oral records. Actually oral is not recorded. Written records and oral form of education. See, before the invention of paper, everything was done by oral form. Fine, means everything was spoken and delivered. But as soon as a form of writing invented, paper was invented, the system properly was there to write on a particular surface. After that time, everything was recorded, whatever was happening, like any if there was any biography about any king or queen, any poem, any prose, or whatever the important content which happened in the ancient time, that all were written in on a particular platform. Fine. So that is all about the written and the oral, because oral knowledge was passed from one person to another person, but it is sometimes it is not reliable, because it was changing mouth to mouth. But written record, once it was written, it was as it is published into another document. Fine. Next is paper. Yes, paper was that surface, that part of writing on which people could write on the surface of it. It was more reliable and it was means recorded form, and for this purpose paper was widely used. Next is Braille script. And who invented Braille script? It was invented by Louis Braille. Yes, it was invented by Louis Braille. This form of writing is one of the special kind of writing. This is all for the people who are visually impaired. Visually impaired means to say that the person who have lost their visual sight. For those people, Braille script has been designed by Louis Braille. Fine, because some special characters are there designed by raising dots, and by touching these dots, these Braille script can be identified. Next is manuscript. Manuscript. What is manuscript? The record which was written by hand, that was called manuscript. It was very laborious, it was very effortful, so that is why during ancient time it was very difficult to have the copy of a same record again and again and again and again. So for this purpose, when printing developed, printing was the system of making copy of one document into numbers of papers. So that time this part of writing became very easy. Next is printing. See, printing means I have said that making copy of the same document in numbers of copies. It was invented by Johannes Gutenberg in 19th century. Yes, printing machine. The first printing machine was invented by Johannes Gutenberg in 19th century. Next is zero or shunya. See the word zero. See, yes, this zero. Zero हिंदी में zero को क्या बोलते हैं? शून्य. It was invented by Indians. Actually, it is a mathematical term. And all over the world, means throughout the world, every country is having their own number system, and the zero is the one of the most important part of the mathematics. It was given by India, and each and every one part of the country, means throughout the India, zero is widely used. So this is all about the brief description of the chapter. Now you please write down these important keys in the notebook. Now let's we start some worksheet related to this chapter. Fine. So first one is, in olden times knowledge passed in dash form. Yes, it means कि in olden times how knowledge was transmitted. As I told you that when paper was not invented, before that everything was passed on in oral form, means in the oral form, means बोल करके जिसको बोलते हैं ना. Fine. So second one is, as time passed, smoke signal used for communication. Okay. When in ancient time people wanted to get together at one place, they used smoke signals. Next is the Sumerians. Yes, were the first to develop the art of writing. Yes, how writing came into existence, means for the first time who started the way of writing? The Sumerians of Mesopotamia. It is one of the most important civilization, Mesopotamian civilization. Fine. The Sumerian made wedge shaped symbols. Yes, the symbols which was made by the Sumerian, it was wedge shape. Wedge shape means of different means the edges are very sharp, means these type of pointed shape was designed by Sumerian. First of all, you please write down these fill-ups in your notebook. Next is Hindi is written in Devanagari script. Okay. Yes, Hindi is written in Devanagari script. The Hindi which we are writing nowadays, it is means written in Devanagari script. Devanagari is the name of a script, and what is script? Script means a set of letters in which a language is written. Fine. So our Hindi which we speak is written in Devanagari script. Okay. Next is Louis Braille developed Braille script. Yes, who developed Braille script? Louis Braille developed Braille script. And Braille script is a special kind of script which is designed for visually impaired people, means those people who are blind, who have lost their vision. So these are some specially designed script by touching, not by looking because they cannot look. So by touching these alphabets or the words can be identified. These need some special training also, and special trainers are also there to teach these kind of script to the visually impaired people. Next is Johannes Gutenberg invented the first printing machine. Yes, who invented the first printing machine? Johannes Gutenberg invented the first printing machine. Yes, printing machine is supposed to print a copy, print a written record into numbers of copy, and before that everything was written manually again and again. So it was very laborious and very tiring work for people. But after the invention of printing machine, everything means the making the copy of the same record became very easy, and people got the used to get this copy on time, because before the invention of printing machine it was very difficult to make the availability of the records to the people. Next is concept of zero was given by Indians. Yes, who gave the concept of zero to the world? It was given by Indians. Fine. Next is for writing purpose dash were used. Yes, what was used for writing purpose before the invention of paper? Because कुछ ना कुछ surface पे तो उन्होंने लिखा ही होगा ना. So what was used? Clay tablets. Clay tablets means कि this rectangular or square shaped tablet. This is called the tablet. It was made up of clay. मिट्टी से बने हुए clay के जो tablets होते थे, means rectangular shape or square shape, that was used to write on it, and it was a very effortful task to write on a clay tablet. It was very tiring too. So this is these are completely 9 fill-ups I have given. First of all, write in the notebook. Now let's connect to the remaining part of the chapter. Now see, China developed first modern paper. Actually, it is said that the Chinese people invented paper, but there are some more content behind before the story. Like in Egypt, it was developed first, but the paper was not of such good quality. But the modern paper, yes, stress is given on the modern paper, which was very thin and of very good good quality. This was firstly developed in China. Yes, before that Egyptians invented, but that was of no means like of good use. But the better quality of paper was for the first time developed in China. Fine. Decimal system. Yes, in mathematics we say na 1 rupee 75 paisa. Okay, so this is the decimal. This is 1. This point is called decimal. So this decimal is denoting that before decimal it is the rupee part, and after decimal that is the paisa part. So this is the point which is indicating that this is rupees part, this is paisa's part. So the decimal system was firstly invented in India. Fine. See. Next is pulp. What is pulp? See, actually the word pulp is used here for paper. It is used for paper because paper is made by the pulp. What pulp? Not fruit pulp actually. I said that here pulp is for different context. Pulp, substance obtained by crushing wood. Yes, wood crushed. Firstly it is crushed and it is made softened. It is softened by mixing water, and the very lumpy pulpy substance which we get after collecting this pulp, paper is prepared in the machine in the form of sheet. So that is called pulp. Fine. So here we have learned a lot about this chapter. We have revised a lot about this chapter because this revision video containing much more than the last video. You can see that in last video we have done the only explanation of the chapter, but this time we are doing in between the chapter, which is very much important. But story is not ending here only. We have to work at best level. Only few fill in the blanks randomly I have given on the whiteboard, but still there are lots of hidden fill in the blanks inside the chapter which you have to find out yourself. Keep writing, keep solving, but still if you don't find any answer, I am there to help you. Keep writing in the comment box if you face any problem, any queries. I will be back with one more new chapter. Till then, have a nice day. Goodbye.